Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday, May 6th. This is going to be our last video of this week just because there's no need for a video tomorrow. So that's why I want to go over Thursdays first. Just do your Chapter 9 quiz, work on your project. I found an official rubric, yay, for the final presentation. So please go into that and take a look if you want extra ideas. There is a section that's called, equal involvement, which is more for group members, so ignore that part. That's the part I will be turning into a more grade for your effort, your individual evaluations that you'll be doing on yourselves for this project. So that is there, as promised. And then read Chapter 10 for Tuesday. Because Tuesday is the day that we always go over our chapters. So make sure you're reading Chapter 10 for Tuesday. I will try to have the scans up as quickly as possible. As you can see, I don't have the scans yet linked here, but by the time that you are on this on Thursday, May 7th, your actual May 7th, because it's only May 1st for me, you will have that link available to you. So first thing I want you guys to do, watch this TED Talk video. It's great. Dinner Makes a Difference. It's a great video of deeper understanding of the topic of this week. Very, very good video. And I love TED Talks. There's no assignment on it. Just watch it if you want a deeper understanding of the topic. I really think it's a good video, and it'll give you a deeper understanding of Chapter 9. But I can't force it on you, obviously, and I don't have an assignment with it. It's just a good reference video. But I do want you guys to remember that your final project proposal and sign up is due tomorrow. So, sign up sheet that I posted on Monday right here. Should be going into it. You guys all have editing quality for it. So you're just putting your name in the day and time. Soonest being the 22nd, latest being the 29th for seniors. Obviously, you can tell Brooke and Darian you are already signed up. You just have to put your time choice in for June 1st. All right? So that is one thing. And then, of course, your proposal is telling me what culture you're choosing and why. Answering the questions. I have them on Google Classroom already. It's already posted. Get that due. That is due to me by tomorrow as well. And yeah, and then things to research for your project. This is a really good list of prompts that helps guide you through the chapters that we read. Obviously, they have lists of chapters that we didn't read too, so you can ignore those because I'm not going to be scanning them. Though you can look at them if you want to research them, even if we didn't read the chapter. If you want to research these areas about the culture, that is totally okay. But again, if you were like, we didn't read this chapter, I don't want to get into something I don't fully understand, and I don't have time to do it research about things, extra things like this, that's okay too. You won't be downgraded. But do focus on the chapters we did read during the entire trimester. That includes chapters we have yet to read, 10, 11, and 12. So these will guide you through the questions. Ignore this part about group evaluations and stuff because I didn't get to edit that. But look just on the chapter questions. This will help you guide your searches when you're doing your research. They're great with giving you key words that you should be searching. So you all have access to this. I highly suggest that you go through these because these are the points that I'm going to be looking at to see if you've answered these questions. And then search engines to use. I wanted to give you guys an overview of the search engines. If you haven't used them, I'm pretty sure by now you should have been using all or at least some of these at one point or another. They're all in your little launch pad here. Ooh, what's this? If you guys have that little thing, I think everybody has it. They added a new one. It used to be like a little watering can last time I checked, but now it's a little fishing boat. That's cute. Oh, and a little swordfish. Anything else? Nope, just waves to make you nauseous. Okay, so anyway, after I just got distracted by that, these are all things you should have access to in your Launchpad. So the first one is Gale in Context. This is the East High School version. So when you click into it, I think you guys have access to the middle school one too. I don't know why you would want to. So this one actually says high school, and it should say East High School in the top left corner. But I'm looking at the teacher view. I'm not really sure if there's a difference when it comes to student view, but it should look the same. It looks like it would look the same. So the best way to start for this site, if you're going to use this one to search your topic, you can either hit Browse Topics, like this, and it can even give you a good list of ideas if you're not really sure what culture you want to do. And remember, you don't have to just it doesn't have to be a specific culture like a specific country. It can be LGBTQ culture. So like right here, it has gay marriage, which is a little more specific. You could do the culture of the Olympics even if you really want to go into it. You can even go into the culture of having a terminal illness. I mean, if that's what you want to research. So remember, the farther you go back and the more specific your culture topic, the harder research it might be to find. So yeah, so you could do that, or you can just do an advanced search, go into the search engine. But this is what I really want to go over, because I will show you the other ones. But for instance, if you were going to do the Arabian culture, I was just watching Aladdin, so Arabian Nights is stuck in my head. You can see that a lot of different articles show up. There's news, magazines. I would suggest obviously stick with something that's called academic journals. Those are the journals that you would really want to specifically go into. As you can see, yeah, sometimes it mentions culture, but sometimes it's, you know, not as specific as you want it to be. And so you really have to be specific when you go into your searches. So let's say Arabian, I'm going to the questions and I want to know about Arabian communication styles. See if that turns up anything. And I'm going down. Cross-cultural communication for managers. So maybe going in here and maybe it talks about how they work on, I'm trying to see where Arabian is in here. You really have to define your searches because sometimes it's a little more complicated. For this point, it's just doing cross-cultural, which is an interesting article, but not really Arabian. And maybe you kind of just have to play with your searches. And okay, so perfect. Parenting styles. This actually talks about Arabian parenting styles. This could actually be really good. I'm going to do Control F. If you guys don't know what Control F is, it's awesome. Okay, so the only word Arab is right here. Don't think it's talking about Arabian parenting styles. So yeah, you really have to be specific when you're doing these searches. Here, let me go. And then the search site is good too because while some might be good for one culture, another search engine like JSTOR is another one you can use, and also BadgerLink. Some are better than others for different cultures and different topics. Oops, sorry. Just got a little view into my email. So key values. Okay. Key values of So Arab Americans might, this article might go into it. And I find this a good one. Academic journals. Culturally sensitive supervision of Arab social work students in Western universities. That might have a little thing. The quagmire of Arab democracy. That might have a thing, but this one only has the abstract only, so you have to really take a look at this. So yeah, Galen context, that's a good one. I could just be picking a really obscure culture too. And then of course you could Google search, but I take those information with a grain of salt and make sure that you're using sites that are actually good resources, not something like Wikipedia, okay? So yeah, JSTOR, you can do this search, you can do an advanced search, which has ands and ors and stuff like that, but let's say Arab, what did I use before? So historical development of Arab media, that's interesting. Contemporary Arab intellectual trends, key findings from the Arab Transformations Project, the Arab Spring and trends and values, traditional values, social change, and contemporary Arab personality. I think this would be a great chapter to read from this to get more information. And it gives me little in parts, which I can click and save, I think download. Okay, so I'm just viewing because apparently I'm not logged in for whatever reason. I think you guys will automatically log in, so I would ignore that for now. And this should be a great resource, which I don't know why I didn't log me in through the library. I'm not going to worry about it now, but like I said, I love JSTOR. It gives you chapters of books that are more specific, so definitely recommend JSTOR. And then the last one is Badgerlink. They have lists of subjects. They don't really have culture per se, but they have social studies, and they have history and health and government is part of a culture. So you can search it like that. You can pick what type of sources that you prefer. Scholarly journals is a good one. Books are a good one. Primary sources might be good. And then you can even pick one of these if you like them best. I would suggest that, that you do a super search, because sometimes it gives you a, sorry, I don't know why it's not searching. It gives, what the heck? Can't search for, okay. Sometimes it gives you a better idea of the search engines that would help you the most. That's why. And then you can always go back and say, okay, ProQuest has the most. I'll use the ProQuest, get more specific. But as I said before, my favorite is JSTOR if you have access to it, which I think we all should have access to it. If not, again, sorry, you're getting an insight to my email. But then, yeah, you can also do a Google search. And Arab culture values, love to know. This seems like a really good site because it's a lifestyle magazine, and they seem to break down some cultural ideas. So yeah, so just don't forget to cite these sources as you go, and in MLA format, because that is part of your requirement. All right, any more questions and concerns, email me. Have a good day. Bye.